Hello everyone, welcome to Chaudhary Data World channel. Today I am here with a new video in an SQL series that is on partitioning. We have yesterday saw the bird eye view of partitioning, that what are the types of partitioning. Into the types we have seen that we are having basically physical and the logical partitioning. Under physical partitioning we have another two types, that is vertical and horizontal. Today in this video we are going to cover vertical partitioning along with the demonstration. So let's get started with the video. Before moving ahead with this vertical partitioning, let me recap the things which I covered up yesterday. In the yesterday video I have already covered up that what is this logical partitioning, which is only the partition by clause along with the window function. After that, another partitioning type we are having, that is of physical partitioning. Under this physical partitioning again we are having two types, that is vertical partitioning and then horizontal partitioning. This vertical partitioning, today we can see over here the example. In this example what it is mentioned over here, that this is the theoretical table right now in front of us, into which you can see that there are four columns: ID, col1, col2, col3. Now this whole table, it is getting bifurcated, or you may say partitioned into two tables. Among those two tables what it is going to be, that suppose there is some heavy column into it, which is having, suppose, the data which is not getting frequently used. So those all columns is taken out into the first table, and the data which is frequently used is taken out into the second table. What this exercise will improve? This will improve the performance of the query, because the heavy data tables or the unfrequently used, means which is not getting frequently used columns, those columns have been separated on into separate table, and the frequently used one is getting into the single table. So whenever you are frequently querying out the frequently columns, definitely it is going to result you into a better performance. So the live example or the demo example which I got on the internet, it was very much you may say from sqlhack.com. it is a website. That was a very good example I can see over there. There what I saw, that this example into which there is a report, suppose this is the parent table, you may say, in which all the columns are collated, which is analogous to this particular one. So here what you can see, that there are again 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 4 columns are there. In 4 columns there is report ID column, report name, report number, report description. What you can see over here, that this report description is something which is very heavy, right? And it is also something which will not be frequently used in the practical scenarios. Generally report name, report number and all, it is only getting fetched whenever it is having some query. So what we can do over here, that we can just bifurcate this particular table, in which report ID and report description will be into separate table, and into the first table we will be having report ID, report name and report number, which are the frequently used columns. So when we are going to do this, I will just show you on the SSMS as well, into which the same table, this first table, first we are going to create. After that we will see the execution time of some query into this particular table. Then in the second part what we are going to do, we are going to create two different tables, which will be definitely a vertical partition tables. Now this when these two tables are created, we will query on this particular second table, so that we will judge that if the query is getting faster, if the query result is getting provided faster or not. So for that we will just move to the SSMS. Here we will first create the employee report table. Into this employee report table, again we can see that we are having 4 columns over here, correct? We'll just create this particular table by this statement, create a statement, which has been created. Now just to see if it has been created and the data it is over there or not, what we will just do, select a star from this particular table, which will result us into this employee report table. Now what we will do, we will put some of the sample data. So this particular big chunk of code, let me highlight it. It is doing nothing but inserting few of the sample data. Why we are taking this particular long chunk of code to insert the data? Because we need some heavy data so that we can have a clear demonstration if the query is getting optimized or how the response time is coming. Due to that, what we are going to do, we are going to insert approximately you may say 1 lakh of rows into this particular table, employee report table. For that, this particular whole chunk of code is there. Once we execute it, it will take a bit of time, because 1 lakh getting inserted, 1 lakh of record, definitely it is going to take few moments. So just let it complete, and once it is getting completed, I will just show you that data has been inserted or not. Yeah, so it is inserted now. Now we will just select a star from this table. You can see over here that these are the data which is there into this particular table, where report ID, report name, report number, and then report description. This report description, you can see that this is very heavy column. Now what we are going to do, we are going to just query select this particular report ID, report name, report number from the reports employee reports table, where report number like 33. That means this is the wildcard characters. Definitely you are aware of this. That means it will just check that if the report number is containing 33 in its number or not. Here suppose you are having this 33 over here, correct? You can see. So this particular row will be taken out. Like this, whatever row the report number will contain 33, it will just pull out that. For that, what we are going to do, we are just setting the statistics so that we can get into message that how much time it has taken to execute this particular query. So this is right now the collated format into which we are going to judge. So just it is executed now, and into messages if we will move, you can see that it has taken 321 millisecond. We'll just keep it noted. We'll keep it noted onto the notepad on this PPT itself, so that we should not be confused later. So this is 321 millisecond, correct? Now what we are going to do, we are going to create another 2 tables. Which 2 tables will be? With the column report ID, report name, report number, which are the frequently used columns, and the another table we are going to create with report ID and report description. So just we will go ahead and create it. With these 2 create statement, we are going to create those 2 tables. It is created now. Now what we are going to do, we are going to insert same number few of the data. Definitely we are going to insert few of the data into this report, this particular table. So inserting this is getting reports data, right? So you can see, let me show you both of the tables first. Reports data. Now the another table we are having reports description. So when you run both of them, you can see that these particular table we are going to populate. Report ID, report name, report number, correct? Because this is the only table which will be frequently used, right? So, and this report description we may leave it blank, because we are not having any use. We are not going to query this report description table. We are going to just query this particular one. So for that, what we will do, we will just insert the data. Inserting the data will be definitely from the above table, because in above table we have already inserted the data. We will just take out the data from there. This is the code to insert the data. We are just inserting the data into it. So it has been inserted now. Now again the same query we are going to fire into this particular table, the report data table, correct? So what we are going to do is the same. You can see over here, you can judge even the same query it is over there, that we are going to fetch out report ID, report name, report number from the report data table, where report number like 33. So as soon as we execute it, we will get into message that it has been executed, and the execution time you can see over here, that is 121 millisecond. Correct? So clearly you can observe that this 321 millisecond and 121 millisecond, it's approximately more than double. That means this particular response time is double of this particular response time. So definitely how this vertical partitioning is helping us, you get to understand that how it can be beneficial in practical scenarios. So this was whole about this particular video. So hope you got this video very informative. If you found this video helpful, kindly like to the video, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one with the horizontal partitioning. Stay tuned to the channel. Thanks again.